Hi guys, welcome back our channel Smart Study. I am Sushil. Well, thanks for clicking this session. Today we are going to learn another topic, that is noun phrase. We all know what is noun, and in this session today we will learn the noun phrase. What is noun phrase? Noun phrase makes the noun more specific. Noun phrase make the noun more specific. Here, if I say woman, if I say the word woman, then we will think about any woman in general. If I say the mysterious woman in black, then we will think about that woman who is wearing with black sari and black cloth. So the word woman, and here the same word woman, if we add these words with the noun, then it modify the noun, and we'll think about other women and a specific woman. So we see here these words are specified, these words are modify the noun. So these words are called modifier. Let's see another example. If I say car, then we will think about another car in general. If I say the green spotty car, here you can see the same word car here is here and also is here. If I use this word, then we will think about another cars. If I add these words with the noun, then it specify the noun, that the gray spotty car. Then we will think about that car which color is gray. So as we seen that these words modify the noun, so it's called modifier, and this is noun. Let's see another example. Here you can see there are three noun phrases. One is two very important boys, and here second is boys of our class. And in both the noun phrases the noun is same. You can see here I have written this word in red color. If we say only the boy, then we will think about any other boys in general. If we add some other words with the word boy, that is two very intelligent boy, then we will think about those two boys who have intelligent. And in the second, boys of our class, if I say only the word boy, then we will think about another boys in general. If we add this word, that is of our class, then we will think that about that boys who is belongs to our class. So after adding these words, it modify the noun, so we call it is a modifier. Let's see the third noun phrase, that is two very intelligent boy of our class. We can see here the first noun phrase and second noun phrase are combined, two very intelligent boys of our class. Here the word boys is a head noun, and two very intelligent and of our class, these words are modifying the noun, so it called modifier. And which modifier is come before the noun, that is pre-modifier, and the word the modifier comes after the noun, and the modifier comes after the noun, that called post modifier, as you can see here. So and the word boy is a noun, so you can say it is a head noun. So we can see here the basic structure of the noun phrase is pre-modifier, head noun, and plus post modifier. Pre modifier might have three major constituent, that is determiner, adjective phrase and classifier. Determiner has also three major constituents, that is WH determiner, distributive determiner and quantifying determiner. Let's see what is WH determiner, what is distributive determiner and what is quantifying determiner. WH determiner, you can see here the word WH. Those words which having WH and starting with WH, that is called WH word. And if we add these words as a determiner, then we call it that it is a WH determiner. And distributive determiner, like each, every, either, neither. If like these words used with some phrases, it called distributive determiner. And quantifying determiner, it refers to quantity, that is many, much, some, any, more, most, few, a few, little, a little, a lot of, a lots of, plenty of, a great deal of, all of, both of, half of. As you have seen, there are three major constituents of determiner, that is WH determiner, distributive determiner and quantifying determiner. In this session, today we will discuss about these two determiner, that is WH determiner and distributive determiner. Let's see more about WH determiner and distributive determiner. WH determiner, having with WH word, if those words which started with WH letter, that is called WH word. And if we use them as a determiner, then it would call a WH determiner. Let's see some examples. Which book is good? This is the interrogative question having with question mark. You can see here. Which book? The word which having with WH letter, it is a WH word, and this is used here as a determiner. If we make adding with WH word, that is which book is good, then our answer will be a name of books. And the second example, whose book is this? Whose book? Its answer should be a book. It belongs to someone. Then we will say here the name of the person whose book is this. So that must be a noun. For example, if I say this book is, whose book is this? This is Rama's book. Rama. So Rama is a noun. And which book? First example is which book is good? If my answer is Ramayana, Ramayana book is good, then Ramayana is a also noun. In the third example, what happened? You must say that it is also a WH determiner, but not. This is wrong. This is not a WH determiner. Why? Then you ask me that you have just told us that it is a WH determiner with having WH word and making a question that called WH determiner. But why you are now deny that it is not a WH determiner? If we answer the question, our answer will not a noun. As we have seen in example 1 and example 2, first answer was Ramayana and second answer was some person's name, that is Rama. But here you can see our answer is not a noun. Our answer must be a some reason. What happened? Some accident happened there. this is not a noun, so it can't be a double determiner. Let's see more example. Our next determiner is distributive determiner with having each, every, either or neither. Let's see the example. Each boy was giving a pen. And second example is every child should be encouraged. Each boy was giving a pen. Here you can see the word boy is a noun and each is a distributive determiner. And in the second example, child, every child should be encouraged. Child is a noun and every is a distributive determiner. You can see here the word each and every. What are the difference between each and every? Each means it refers to all of them one by one given a pen, one person given a pen and one person and one more person given a pen and one more person given a pen. You can say as well. In the second example, in every child should be encouraged. It refers to our childs in group, in massly, you can say, not one by one, you can say it will massly. Then we can use there the word every child should be encouraged. It means one, 4 child should be encouraged. So let's see next example. Either of my friend has not done this. Either of my friend has done this. My friend, you can see here the word my friend, friend is a noun and either is a distributive determiner. Either means one or other. It means one of my friend or other of my friend. That must be one friend of mine have done this. In the second example, you can see neither of them has bike. Neither means not one or not other. If I say neither of my friend has bike, it means none of my friends have bike. All of my friends have cycle. None of them has bike. So you can see here neither is a distributive determiner. Let's see more example about it. We have seen some examples about noun phrases. Now learn characteristic of noun. What are the characteristics of a noun? Let's see. Noun act as subject. Noun act as subject in a sentence. In a sentence, noun act as a subject. Look at this example. Flowers are beautiful. So you can see here the word flower is a subject of this sentence. So you can see here the noun is used here as a subject. In the second example, noun can be used as object of the verb. So look at this example. I plucked the flower. I plucked. I is a subject. Plucked is a verb. What I plucked? The flower. So our object is flower. You can see here flower is a noun. So noun can also be as a object of a verb. So you can use the noun object of a verb as you can see here. So next example is noun can be used as the object of a preposition. Let's see example. He depends on boys. He is a subject. Depends on boys. Boys is a noun. You can see here boys is a noun. It comes after the word preposition on. So it called preposition object. So you can see here the word boys is a noun that come here as a object of a preposition. It comes after a preposition. Let's see another example. Fourth example is they can be used as the subject complement. Let's see the example. My sister are doctors. My sister are doctors. Here doctor words denotes and give compliment about the subject. So and doctor word also a noun. So this noun is here as a subject complement. So let's see next example. Noun can be used as object complement. Let's see example. We elected Ram monitor. We is a subject. Elected verb हो गया. Ram monitor. Ram is a object. We elected Ram as a monitor. So monitor is a object complement. So we can say that the word monitor is a complement for the word Ram. So we can see the noun is used here as a object complement. Let's see next example. They can be used. They are preceded by a determiner. Here you can see I met a man. Man is a noun, is preceded by a determiner. A is a determiner. A is a determiner and man is a noun, and man noun is preceded by the determiner. It means the noun comes after the determiner. Here you can say determiner. A is a determiner and a and the articles are determiner, and many, one, for, all these are determiner words. Let's see next example. They can be preceded by an adjective. Let's see example. I like beautiful flower. I like beautiful flower. So flower is object and flower is also a noun. It comes after the adjective. So we say that preceded by adjective, preceded by an adjective. Let's see another example. They can be used as opposition to another noun phrase. You can see here, my brother Suresh live in Goa. Here Suresh is noun. It is used as opposition to another noun phrase. I hope this video is really helps you and it will clear all of your doubts, and we will see more about this topic and in part 2. So thank you. Bye.